I think I'm not the only one who's noticed that some men seem to naturally attract women. Women are willing to take the initiative in talking to them, invest in the communication, and show clear interest. Meanwhile, other men don't come close to getting the same kind of response. So what is it that the successful men have that others don't? Let's take a look at a set of traits that, in my opinion, are common among those men who do well with women. One of those traits is the ability to present yourself with confidence. It means knowing what you want from a relationship and not being afraid to say it. It sends the message that you have standards and that anyone who wants to be with you needs to meet them. For example, a lot of women have clear expectations for men. They know what kind of partner they're looking for and what kind of relationship they want. That's completely fine as long as those expectations are reasonable and realistic. But many men really lack this kind of self-awareness. Often, they expect nothing from a woman beyond a pretty appearance. And when a man is only interested in looks, many women pick up on that right away. That kind of man becomes easy to manipulate and control. The result? Women lose any romantic interest in him. The second quality is self-respect. This is definitely one of the most important traits of a man who's popular with women. So, what does self-respect look like in practice? For example, let's say you make the first move toward a woman, you reach out, maybe even take a second step, but she doesn't respond. Yet you keep chasing her. Or, if you're already in a relationship and she betrays you, there are plenty of men who would forgive that kind of behavior. But what is that if not a lack of self-respect? Simply put, a woman needs to understand that if she crosses a serious line, she could lose you. And that shouldn't be a bluff. She will sense right away whether you truly mean it or not. You have to genuinely believe it and be ready to walk away if something serious really does happen. The third quality is discernment, being able to tell which women are genuinely good for a serious relationship and which ones, for various reasons, are not. If a woman is emotionally healthy, puts effort into the relationship, and there's mutual attraction, then the man also needs to contribute. I'm talking about equal effort, where both partners invest in the relationship equally. No one should be carrying the whole weight, and no one should be just along for the ride. The problem is that many men get bored with women like that. They don't appreciate a peaceful, stable life. These women might not stir up intense emotions, even negative ones. So some men end up chasing after more dramatic, high-conflict women just to feel something. In my opinion, that's a terrible strategy. And the good women notice this unfairness. They see men giving expensive gifts, some even giving cars to women who hardly deserve to be called decent, while the truly kind, loyal ones are left out in the cold. The fourth quality is having a strong position in the relationship. Sure, a woman can be with a man who takes the weaker role, but that doesn't mean she'll actually feel anything real for him. And just to be clear, I'm not saying a man should act like some kind of tyrant. Not at all. What I'm talking about is the importance of striving to be a leader in the relationship. So what's the difference between a tyrant and a leader? People follow a tyrant because they're afraid, because they don't have a choice, and there are consequences for disobedience. But people follow a leader because they want to, because they believe in him and in the direction he's going. A real leader inspires his partner to move forward with him, to grow together and achieve something greater as a team. The fifth quality that attracts women is ambition. And by that, I don't mean chasing some flashy version of success or burning yourself out just to prove something. What I'm talking about is appreciating what you have now while still striving for more. A man like that has inner strength. He carries himself differently in a relationship compared to someone who's just counting down the hours until the workday is over. His leadership qualities show more clearly. When a man is working toward something, It builds a healthy kind of pressure like the good kind you feel during a run. And that energy has a positive effect on other areas of life too. You can't easily manipulate a man like that. In summary, the kind of man who naturally attracts women isn't necessarily the richest, the best looking, or the most charming. What truly sets him apart is a combination of self-awareness, self-respect, emotional maturity, leadership, and ambition. He knows what he wants, holds healthy standards, values genuine connection, and isn't afraid to walk away from what doesn't serve him. These qualities not only make him more attractive, but also create the foundation for strong, meaningful relationships.